I'm back. Another week, still got this. Can't cut it. I just might cut it just because maybe we got to do something different. Maybe this ain't working. Maybe it's got to go off. So the next show, it just may be off. For the pregame show, Iowa. It's Iowa week coming up. Listen, short week. Got to play Iowa. You can still do the unthinkable and save the season and beat Iowa. You can beat a young Keegan Johnson. Yeah. Who's a true freshman starring over at Iowa that's from Bellevue, Nebraska, that plays. His dad only was a two-time champ at Nebraska. We let him go. His older brother, Cade, is playing for the Seattle Seahawks, and CJ broke every record that Matt Davidson ever had. But they're not at Nebraska. We'll talk about that later on the Cruton Show. I'm back. TyroneBird.com. Got my notes as usual. I told y'all. I'm going back to Wisconsin and what I told y'all. Because a lot of people didn't watch that show. But go back and watch my Wisconsin show. I said the Wisconsin Huskers. The Wisconsin Huskers are coming to town. I did my best, Fire Marshal Bill. It wasn't good enough. But I told you. You got Braylon Allen, who had 200 and how many yards does this dude have? 200 and, thought I wrote it down somewhere, but 228 yards and 3 touchdowns. He averaged 10.4. You tell me what defense, please, black shirts. You guys are great black shirts with 10 yards a carry to one guy. Listen, 10 yards a carry to the whole team is atrocious, but 10 yards per carry to one guy, excuse me, not gonna work. Told you he had great feet. Told you this was the best back. 17 years old. He's got jump cuts. He's just a talented running back. I told you we were going to see A sets, tight end sets. The tight end blocked well. They got the ball to the tight end. I think their tight end led as far as receiving. Their tight end was 8 catches for 92 yards. Listen, we're close. We're close. Allegedly close. We're not close until we figure out how to tackle. We're not close until we figure out how do we get down and tackle through the person, not get bulldozed back, not go run and do a trick-off dive and have the running back bounce off of us like he's Superman, and we just bounced off of him. Now, I shout out to Cam Taylor-Britt for running them down. It showed great speed, and it showed why you'll probably play on the next level. But we got to go up there and make that tackle. You're a captain. You got to make that tackle. You got to make that play. Simple as that. Can't give up. But you can't give it up, okay? I'm going to stay focused, young Jedis. Listen, it's an anomaly. It's Groundhog Day. It's happening all over again. All over again, okay? TyroneBird.com, y'all. Listen, man, if you need insurance of any kind, TyroneBird.com. And it's Bird with the Y, not an I. TyroneBird.com. 4-time black shirt. Not like a 3-time captain, but like a 4-time black shirt. You had to earn that black shirt. You just wasn't given it, okay? So, with that being said, let's talk about the ending. TyroneBird.com. Let's talk about the ending. It was 1st and goal from the 1. Forget. I love the passion that Scott showed at the end of the game, because that was a pass interference. It really was. It really was a pass interference. But it was 1st and goal from the 1. I got to cut this. I got to do something different. You got to put a fullback in, maybe, okay? Put a fullback in. Get underneath the center and figure it out. But you don't go back 4 yards or 5 or 6 to get 1. That means you got to get 5 to 8 yards. Instead of the 1 that it was 1st and goal from the 1. End of the game. I'm just saying. I thought we could have easily maybe snuck it in for two straight runs. We had 2 timeouts left. I'm just saying. Okay? Wisconsin. Wisconsin. We could have easily tied that game up and went for the 2 points that we said we were going to go for. All we had to do was get 1 yard, and we couldn't get a yard, or however that played out. Gave up big plays all over the place, okay? We had our own big plays, but we gave up big plays in the run game. When you give up big plays in the run game, you get beat down emotionally. I don't know what happened to Daniels at the end of the game, or if he got tired or what, if he got hurt, nicked up. We know he kind of got nicked up the week before, but I thought this was coming off of a bye week, though. I thought. Anyway, it is a bye week. We didn't see Agent Zero. I don't know what he's got going on. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. He might have went home for the holidays or for the break. Maybe forgot to come back and check in. I don't know. Maybe our Agent Zero didn't see any daylight, though. And then we had running back by committee. Shout out to those guys who actually got in and got an opportunity to play. I still think one back is better than running back by committee, but that's my own decision. That's my own opinion. Okay, started from the opening bell. We gave up a kickoff return. Now, all these guys is leaving. Why don't you put them on kickoff? Let them go down and knock somebody's head off, because we got either love to sleep or we do a horrible job on special teams. Whoever the special teams coach was, maybe he should have joined the offensive guys who left. I don't know. I'm just saying. Because special teams is not getting it done. They ain't getting it done. I don't care. On special teams, you got to get it done the entire 4 quarters of the game. Not have a lapse in judgment the first opening kickoff where we miss 4 or 5 tackles because we're tackling high. We're arm tackling. We're getting drove to the ground. We don't know how to get off of blocks. Come on. TyroneBird.com. That's all I can say about that. You can't arm tackle. You can't be tackling high. You got to be able to get off blocks. That's what blackshirts do. We gave up 35 points. We needed to stop in the worst way. But the blackshirts have arrived. Okay. So if they continue to tackle the way that they tackled in this game against Iowa, it's going to be a track meet again. Even though I think we could beat Iowa and anybody else in the country. It's just us as a coaching staff, us as a quarterback, us as an offense, us as a defense. Our mentality is not where it should be when we want to be a Power 5 major college football team. It's not there. Focus, not there. Discipline, not there. Okay? I'm going to give you some crazy stats. Crazy stats. Listen, let's get to the point. Let's get to right with it. That fourth and a mile, hoping a prayer that we threw on 4th and 21 was not why we lost the game. We lost the game because we lost the turnover battle. And we gave up about 4 big plays. Okay? 2 to the running back, maybe 3, and then 1 on the kickoff return. Big plays cost us the game. Okay? Big plays. And our ability not to make big plays in the run game, or let's just get to it. 2 interceptions, again, for Mr. Martinez in the worst time. Even though I think he threw for 351 yards. That is 3 football fields. 3.5, okay? Should be worth at least 24 points. I'm just saying. But in the worst way, in the worst times, we throw picks. First pick, it was 2nd and 7, okay? Ball was on our 45-yard line, okay? Still a ball game. We're getting ready to go for the goal. It was 14-14. We go to the go-ahead touchdown, okay? 2nd and 7. And we threw the ball, to me, into triple coverage. Could the receiver have made a better play on the ball? Absolutely. But that ball was thrown up for anybody to go get. And as you see, the receiver wasn't even ready for the ball. Didn't even think it was coming to him because he never looked at it. The defensive back saw it the whole time. Who got 2 picks? But anyway, I digress. 3-time captain. Hey, Mark, got to make better decisions. I get it, man. I listen. As a team, coaches got to make better decisions. A lot of times we should have got into an I formation, pro set, power formation, put a fullback, Schuster, booster, and block the somebody. Anyway, I digress. Calm down. Bring it TyroneBird.com. TyroneBird.com with the Y, y'all. Second pick. 2nd and 5. It's in the fourth quarter, 13 minutes to go. We're down 28-21. We're down 28-21. 2nd and 5. We're on our own 20, I believe. And we throw the ball into triple coverage. I don't think there's any, that's a mental lapse. That ain't got nothing to do with being hurt. Don't throw the ball if you hurt, if you don't think that you can get it down that far. But if not, why wouldn't we come on, man, it was 13 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the game. We only down a score. How about put a drive together? You got 5 yards, obviously, on first down. How about put a drive together instead of trying to throw the ball and get the big play? 351 yards Adrian threw for, and 2 interceptions. You can't do that. You just can't do it. You can't lose the turnover battle and expect to win the game. It's not going to happen. Now, last time we talked about time of possession, talk about how they hold the ball, how we might not get that many snaps. It was a complete opposite. Time of possession. We had the ball for 33 minutes to Wisconsin's 27 minutes. First down. We had 23 first down versus Wisconsin's 15 yards. Total yards. We had 452 yards versus Wisconsin's 397 yards. Total plays. We had 70 total plays versus Wisconsin's 49. Yet we lost. Yards per play, we had 6.5. Wisconsin had 8.1. A lot of that was the running back, averaging 10.4. Turnovers. Hey, listen, I was coming to town. I don't even want to talk about Wisconsin because that just, again, Groundhog Day. I can't keep saying it enough. I just gave you the stats. But we got Iowa coming. It's the last game of the season. For you seniors, it's the last time you'll put the pads on, you'll wear the end. For you juniors and younger guys, you need to make sure that you go out on with a bang. But preparation has to be a little bit better and dialed in. That's from a holistic standpoint. And I think, again, we gave away a game that we should have won just by a little bit better game planning. I mean, I'm just keeping it 100. You don't have 70 plays that's 21 more plays than your opponent. But when you give up one play hitters, it's hard to recover. Wisconsin was who we thought they were. They're middle of the road Big Ten team. But Nebraska, us, we're snake bitten to lose. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it off just because we need something new. We need to do something different. I said I wasn't cutting it off till we win, but at this rate, it might be next year. And I don't think I want to walk around with this all down here till next year. So, next show, it's the cutoff show. We got to do something different, Husker fans. Husker Nation, we have to do something different. We can't make the same mistakes and expect, or do the same things and expect different results. We know what the definition of that is. I'm going to leave you with this.
I said going into the game, I thought they were one of the best defenses we've watched on tape getting ready for a game. We've had some success against them getting yards. We haven't won. So that's the stat that matters the most. But I thought that the team we had put together a really good game plan. Thought for the most part we executed it well. Minus one mistake in the first half at wide out and didn't run the right motion and got influenced the snap, and that cost us drive and a couple penalties on the offensive line. We kind of stopped ourselves as much as we got stopped.
Was there something though this week?
At least we know.
You kind of calling the plays and putting together the game plan that maybe.
Remember, go Big Red. It's rivalry week. We have to be loud, proud, and you know what? Old Coach Jackson is going to be in the building. I'm going to be in the building. And we're going to see if we can't will our Huskers to walk off that field, take one for the team, send the seniors off right, and shut Iowa and Keegan Johnson down. Go Big Red.